Now give me love. Now give me love.
We are taking a challenge to swim every day in the month of October, and the only rule is that you have to swim at least 1,000 yards, so that is the challenge.
When Tiff first mentioned she had the thought of doing a swim every day of the month of October, my very first thought was a little bit of a you gotta be kidding me type thoughts, but took a little bit more thought into it and realized, you know what the heck, you know, it'd probably be really good for me since that is where I struggle the most. I think my biggest concern about it was just getting to the pool every single day.
Seems like I always come up with crazy ideas that I look back and say, I can't believe I committed us to doing this, and that is exactly what happened with this Splashtober, or the challenge to swim every day in October. Honestly, I thought maybe we'd get like 7 or 8 days in and be like, it's too crazy, we can't make it work in our schedules, but somehow we've made it work, and it's actually been really good for me as well. Even though my strong suit is the swim, I feel like I've gotten some gains out of showing up in the pool every day and putting in some big yardage.
I do feel swimming every single day has given me that real feel for the water that they say. That is a real thing that I am learning, and with all the days we've swam, I think there's only been one day that I just would rather not have had. But considering where I'm coming from and having all those good days, I'm building some really good bricks, and I'm excited to see how the end of the month turns out.
18:15, minute 50 per 100 yards. Day one done, 30 to go.
We started this month with a 1,000 time trial. That day, I felt really good. Now that we're at the end of this month, I feel like that time is going down, and I'll be excited to put that out into real use in our next race coming up at Indian Wells.
I'll take 16:09 for a 137 per 100 pace. Not a bad baseline. I did try to keep it pretty spicy and stay honest on the true time trial effort. Probably could have given a little bit more, but still coming out of Augusta, some recovery needed. But 30 more days to go. Can't wait to see how far I can drop it. I sure would love to be in the 14-minute zone by the end of the month. I've definitely noticed some improvement over the course of the month, and there have been really long stretches during this month where I go to the pool and I just feel like everything's effortless. Everything feels just so smooth and great, and I love that feeling in the water. And I've had, 2 or 3 swims that haven't been the best, but we're also balancing swimming and biking and running and all the training for Indian Wells. So not every swim's gonna be the best, and I told Caitlin the other day, if we improve with every swim, then we would be Olympians. So always progress isn't linear, but by the time we look back, by the time we get to the end of this thing, I think both of us will have something to look back at and be proud of.
That might be my fastest 50. You just beat me on the 50s today. 39 love. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a first for everything. That's one of them.
Not just swimming in the pool, but getting in the open water, getting in the full sleeve wetsuits, which we haven't been in quite a while. Haven't had a full sleeve race in almost 2 years probably. So getting that feel back is important, especially knowing that Indian Wells will be a cold water race. And that's important, not just to focus on the pool and not just to be comfortable there, but being comfortable in the open water so that come race day, we're ready for the elements.
It's one thing to swim in a pool and a completely other to swim open water. So we have been able to get into our full sleeve wetsuit, break those in a little bit and get out into the quarry here at the gym and also down at Barton Springs. The more I can get into open water, the better I will be on race day.
What would be a success story in that last time trial and capping off your entire month of swimming every day?
I think a big success would just feeling really strong and on top of the water, and of course cutting some seconds off per 100 yards. Excited to see how I can do it, but I know I can and I know I will.